Online scams, a review on how to deal with scammers. As technology attracts people to innovations, it also draws the attention of individuals who prey on the vulnerabilities that can be exploited to commit online scams. This Macropay review explores irrefutable facts that further raises concern regarding cybersecurity in the hopes of addressing this concern. Through this informative article, you can learn how to deal with fraudsters and scammers online. The rise of scams. The virtual world is not a stranger to crimes. In the UK alone, a report shows that more than £2.3 billion has been lost to scams only during the pandemic. In the same data, over 400,000 instances of fraud were reported. At the top of the charts were online shopping scams. Scams target everyone. Your background, age, and income level doesn't matter. There's no group that are less likely to get scammed. All of us may be vulnerable to scams at some point in our lives. While many of these scams target individuals, many forms of scams also target businesses. This means that apart from customers, businesses must also deal with this challenge. It's a sad reality that we all may be vulnerable to scams at some point in our lives. This holds true for both customers and businesses, because apart from the people who get scammed, many forms of these fraudsters and scammers also go after companies and are always looking for new ways to amass big sums of money. For as long as businesses exist, scammers will always be something to deal with as a business owner. And it doesn't matter if your business is big or not, you must always protect what you're trying to build. This means investing in security and making sure to do some of the best practices to avoid being scammed online. Techniques such as impersonation calls, phishing emails, or simply getting a hold of your access codes in some way can lead to an account being drained by scammers. There may be things you can do after such attacks, but as the old adage says, prevention is better than cure. With that said, how can we prevent online scams? In this Macropay review, let's take a look at some things that you could do to protect yourself from online scams. Aside from this, we'll also have a look at what to do once you've already been scammed. Be aware of scams and always verify. Learning to protect yourself is not a one-time thing, it's a constant process. While you may already know about some scams, new online scams are being formulated as we speak, and your business could be the next target. As entrepreneurs, dealing with new contacts is normal. New connections can become huge opportunities for collaboration or client acquisition. However, as business owners, you must not completely trust a stranger. Beware of new contacts, as they may not be who they say they are. Some scams always begin with impersonating someone else. This is why you need to be aware of different scam methods to know what to do in these cases. While awareness may really help in your quest to protect yourself from online scams, you can double up on security by making it a habit to have verification processes before committing to anything or giving anyone any payments. At any time, if you're unsure of if a business or an individual is legitimate or not, you can search for the business online. Do not stop there. You can double-check reviews and try talking with people you trust who know about the business. Suspicious emails or text, especially ones with links or attachments, must be avoided at all costs. Do not open them. You can delete them immediately. This type of online scam is called phishing and often involves someone pretending to be a contact to get you to open any attachments or links. These links may contain software that lets hackers gain access to your computer and drain your funds. What you can do in this case is call your contact who sent you the odd email and ask them if they really are the one who sent it. Aside from these things, it would be good to deny access to anyone who calls you to somehow get you to give them remote access to your computer. With the rise in online hacking, scammers are finding new ways to get into your computer and steal information. A popular technique is offering free upgrades or fixes for problems they caused themselves as part of an effort designed at getting you access so that valuable data can be extracted from within. Restrict access to your information. Protecting your information is always good practice. By restricting access to information about you, you're making it harder for scammers to make a move on you and your business. Any information a scammer can get may be used against you in their plot to take your money. This is why it's really important to control access, especially with critical information. Keep it a practice to shred papers with important information and make sure that it cannot be put together before you throw them out. Additionally, as much as you can, try to avoid publishing information on social networking sites that may help scammers to create a persona to use when they approach you to perform an online scam. If possible, always review your privacy settings when using various social media networks. Do not share any important information online with anyone. Aside from choosing your passwords carefully, you must also protect your access codes. Do not give them to anyone you don't trust. Many cases of online scams end up in loss simply because malicious individuals were able to gain access to the victim's username and password. 5 things to do once you've already been scammed. The internet has revolutionized the way we live our lives, but it's also being used by scammers who want nothing more than for you to give up your money and personal information. If you have been scammed, don't panic. The best thing to do is remain calm and gather as much information about your situation and take mindful action. Keep in mind these simple steps. 1. Inform your bank. According to scam prevention experts, the first thing you should do when you've been scammed is to contact your bank. Banks naturally have protocols that they follow once you report that you've been scammed. They have records of the transaction that may help you recover your funds. 2. Call the scammer's bank. It's also worth calling the beneficiary bank directly and informing them of what happened. Like your bank, they may also have processes that they may initiate that can lead to the money being frozen and preventing the scammers from withdrawing your cash. 3. Contact the police. Contacting the police is important. The authorities will help you get to the bottom of it and possibly help you recover your lost funds to the best of their abilities. They might require information from you, and that leads us to the next step. 4. Gather information that can help. Collect all the information that you can that may be relevant to the case. This may be emails or chat messages. You can also try to remember the times and dates of when the scammers contacted you. All this information may help the authorities to track and capture the perpetrators. 5. Integrate secure banking systems. While all of these may help you recover your assets, as we said earlier in the article, it's better to prevent these things from happening. One way to do this is by implementing a secure banking system. Macropay scam prevention processes let you have a safe and secure online banking experience. Macropay in review, a secure payments solution. Payments gateways are the lifeblood of any payment infrastructure. They provide connection points for online shopping carts, point-of-sale systems, and virtual terminals that allow businesses and customers to complete transactions. The world of online payments is a challenging one. With Macropay's easy-to-use and secure system designed by experts who understand how crucial payment systems are, businesses and customers alike can interact and transact online without the worry of scams and fraud. Macropay is a company that specializes in expanding businesses' reach by offering different payment options. With their years of experience, they have the resources necessary for helping clients and companies access new markets through alternative payment methods such as GiroPay, iDeal, Multibanco, EPS, SoFort, Banco Contact, and Prezelui24. Businesses will also be able to use the open banking service from Macropay to interact with their consumers using a secure open banking system. This expands business operations significantly, allowing them to concentrate on more essential things, like growing other aspects of the business. They know that every company is unique, which means there are no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to payment processing. A lot goes into making sure your gateway functions properly, and Macropay can help. To secure a quote, send an email to support@macropay.net.